Hi, I'm Amy Yıldızlı and welcome to Rebirth Pilates March Matness Challenge Day 29. We're getting very close to the end now, guys. Today is just a little bit more fun. We're just going to try to be more joyful in our movements, enjoy what we're doing a little bit more. I'm going to invite you to explore the movements how you want to today. Maybe try a variation you've never tried, do something different. If you find something that works really well or you really enjoy, please put it in the comments so that I can try it myself. Let's just get started. We're going to start standing at the top of our mat. We're going to stand in both of our feet. And the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to bounce our heels. So we're just bouncing along here. And just kind of enjoy the bounce. Enjoy the feeling, how it goes all the way up your body. And then pause. And then lift your toes. Spread them out and put them down. If you want to put them down one at a time, you can, or just pick them up and spread them out. Just play with your toes a little bit. Just play with the feeling of moving them. Take a few breaths while you do it. And then settle into both your feet. And shift your weight around a little. So forward and back, side to side, circles. Or maybe you try like a figure 8 today, something a little different. Just make sure whatever you're doing that you reverse it. So you try it in the opposite direction. And just kind of enjoy the feeling of it. And then settle back into center, settle fully into your feet. And then just go ahead and start swinging your one arm forward and one arm back. And start adding a twist. Soften your knees. Let it be bouncy. Maybe look over your shoulder. Maybe you don't. Do what feels good to you. Just trying to get some movement into the spine, some breath, a little resiliency. And then start to settle back to center. And find your middle again, standing into your full footprint. Inhale, arms up, big breath. And then dive over your legs, soften the knees, let everything go. Big inhale. And exhale, bring it all the way up. Inhale. You can keep going like that, or you can add a full swish where you throw your arms back over and come back up. And just make sure you're not going to hit anything. 2 more, whatever you're doing. And then come down to the mat however you want to. You can make it funky, you can make it different today. I'm gonna go wide feet and into a squat, try something different. I'm gonna really see how close I can get to the ground without losing it. And find some place centered on your mat. Arms out, roll yourself all the way onto your back. Stay here, pull your knees into your chest, really pull them in and kind of just let them be in like a lazy tabletop. Arms up and then open them out to a T and then find a twist that works for you. You can go all the way into a full twist, hang out for a moment and go the other way. You can just rock back and forth. Be here for a little while, so you can change it up. You can change the angle of your knees a little. Just play with what works for you. Enjoy the movement. Start wrapping up whatever you're doing. And come back to center and settle in. Take your hands to your knees. Use your knees as you pull forward to find a round shape. And then bring it back. So I'm really using my hands on top of my knees and I'm pulling with my knees. And really stretching that space behind my shoulders until my feet come down. And then letting myself roll back down. Let's do that 2 more times. If this isn't working for you, find something that works for you. Something you enjoy. Take one leg in your hand, reach the other leg up to the ceiling. I'm gonna grab behind my knee. I'm gonna stretch my left leg down. I'm gonna use my right leg to rock myself all the way up to sitting. And then I'm gonna round myself back. So I'm pushing with my leg to pull me up to sitting. One more time on this side. If this doesn't work for you, find something that does. Just enjoy the movement. And then pull that left leg in, take the right leg straight up to the ceiling, reach it out onto the mat. And then you'll use the left leg to pull yourself back up. Find a breathing pattern that works for you. Good, last one. And then pull both your knees into your chest. Give them both a big squeeze there. And then use your legs to rock yourself up to sitting. Swivel around. And come to a quadruped. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Check in with your elbows. Push the ground away a little bit. Get nice and firm there. And just play with some spinal movement. I'm going to do a little cat-cow because I like starting there, but you can do whatever feels good to you. Now I'm going to wag my tail, see if I can see my pelvis when I wag. Some days I can, some ways I can, some ways I can't. And just enjoy the movement. And then maybe do some circles with your pelvis in your head. If you're doing the circles, do about 3 in one direction and then 3 in the other. Or just do what's feeling good to your body today. And then find a few cat-cows in the middle just to meet here. And settle back into your hands and knees position. We're going to thread a needle. So you're going to reach your right hand under your left arm, bend your left elbow, and try to bring your ear to the mat. Take a moment here to breathe. Then push with your hand, bring yourself back up and do the other side. Left hand reaches, you thread the needle. Only if it feels good. Bring it back up. This time you're going to bring your forearms down, but you're going to cross your arms one in front of the other. So I have my right arm down and my left arm in front, fist to elbow, elbow to fist. Go out to your plank position, and from there, see if you can rotate to a side plank. And then bring that arm back down and we'll rotate the other way. Just try moving back and forth between your side plank and your regular cross-arm forward plank. One more. And then come back to a neutral position. Bring your knees down. Push yourself back into a quick child's pose. Curl your toes under and bring your hips up to the ceiling. Find a little down dog, bend one knee and the other pedal through your feet maybe. Let's do what feels good here. Maybe add a little rotation looking under the armpit as you bend that knee, the opposite armpit. Good. Settle back in. Come to a plank. And then bring your hips down towards the mat into your Flatten out your feet and find a good stretch here. Start with your head, push the ground away, curl your tail under, and go back to your child's pose. You're going to start with your pelvis lifting, pushing forward. Bring the pelvis forward. Go into as much extension as feels good here. And start with the head, pushing down, space between the shoulders. Round yourself back. We're going to lead with the head this time. Head rounds forward, pelvis lifts, comes forward. Then you start to open out. And then move however you want for 2 more. Just kind of moving through these shapes. One last one. Or you can just hold your child's pose. And we're going to go back to our child's pose. Hold there. Walk your hands over to the left side and breathe into your right ribs. Walk your hands to the left. Breathe into walk your hands to the right. Breathe into the left ribs. Come back to center, curl your toes under, rock yourself back into a crouching position, and from there, try to come up to standing. Good, come back up to the top of your mat. Reach your arms forward. Come down into a squat if you can. Hips to the heels, heels to the hips. Bring your fingertips to the mat and try to roll like a ball. We're just gonna try to have some fun with movement, rolling. And then hold at the top. Let's try your open leg rocker, so you straighten your legs out. If this doesn't work for you, go right back to your rolling like a ball. You can just hold here. You can bend and straighten your legs a few times. Grab lower down, bend one leg, straighten the other. Think little can-can kicks. If all that feels good, or if you just want to balance, stay there. Or you can try to roll from this position and bring it up. You try to pause for that moment at the top. Whee! And then hold at the top, bring your legs back together, and bend and bring them down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Use your hands on your ankles to pull yourself nice and tall if you can. And then give me a little side bend one way and a side bend the other way. One more to each side. Good, go back to your first side, hold the side bend, and then rotate to look down. Maybe try to bring both hands to the ground and your head towards your knee. And then come back to your side bend, come up and over the other way, and then rotate. See if you can bring your hands to the mat, your head towards your knee. Good, come back to center. Come all the way up to standing. Find your feet underneath your pelvis. Lift your arms up to the ceiling. Big inhale. Grow tall, 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 tall. Maybe do a little standing back bend. Come back up. Let your arms go. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed moving with me today and had a little bit of fun with your movement. If anything really spoke to you, or you have tried something new that was really exciting, or something I didn't do, please drop me a note in the comments so I know. Please like and subscribe to the videos to keep up with all of our future videos. And I hope to see you back here for day 30 and 31 as we finish out our March Madness challenge.